Welcome everybody. It's really, really good to see you. I know my voice doesn't carry very well. Can you hear me? Yeah, good, thank you. So we've slightly changed the order of the programme, and before I just tell you how, can you tell me if you've got a programme? And if not, put your hand up and Harry will bring them round, because it's a shame not to have them. Anybody need one? Thank you. So we've changed the programme just slightly because we thought it would be really nice to start with some music before talking and other things. So we'll speak a little, we'll demo a little, and finally we'll have some more music. Please eat and drink along the way. There's more wine behind you. Put your hand up or give a shout if we run out of anything. So to start us off, I'm really, really pleased to welcome Eleanor Grant and Gus McQuaid.
dark days seen, what old December's banners everywhere, and yet this time removed was summer's time. The teeming autumn big with rich increase, bearing the wanton burden of the prime, like widowed wombs after their lord's decrees. Yet this abundant issue seemed to be but hope of orphans and unfathered fruit. For summer and his pleasures wait on thee, and thou away the very birds are mute. Or if they sing, 'tis with so dull a cheer. The leaves look pale, dreading the winter's
Thank you, Eleanor and Gus. That's a lovely way to start the evening. Again, can you hear me at the back? Yes, just? Yeah. So before saying a few words about DaCapo Online, I'd like to introduce a few people in the room. This is the DaCapo primary music team. So if you could give a wave. Firstly, the directors. So Jane Cutler, I think I know, known to almost everybody in the room. Jane and I have worked together building the DaCapo Music Foundation and now also DaCapo Primary Music for over 33 years. We have the odd crossword, but we've never fallen out. It's been an enormously rewarding journey, and DaCapo Online is Jane, and I cannot begin to tell you how hard she has worked on it. Secondly, Ali Judge, give a wave, our designer, who we have to thank for the wonderful look of everything. Ali is my sister, and DaCapo has given us something quite special to share. I'd also like to mention her son, Tom, who made the dogs, so Coda and Rondo, and you're going to hear their voices soon too. John Sanderson, who I think has just arrived, here he is, without whom the business of DaCapo Online simply wouldn't have happened. Us three girls have quite a few skills, but raising money isn't one of them. In joining us, John brought expertise in things like SCIS tax breaks, cap tables, and other words that I'd never known before. We didn't have much marketing expertise on the team either. Richard Llewellyn joined us as an NED. Richard? He's an absolute expert and a huge support. I'd like to also mention three other people in the room who work quietly behind the scenes. Isla Groves, Harry Pete Woodall, and Costas Spanos. Isla and Harry managing the school subscriptions, social media, that sort of thing in the background, and the website. Costas, who's working on publishing, the daunting task of getting our library of almost 100 pieces proofread, made beautiful, and uploaded to Sheet Music Direct, the website, and Encoder. There are a lot of people in the room who will remember my first mention of DaCapo Online. It was 12 years ago at an event in Hampstead. I described our idea to take the classroom music curriculum and turn it into an online resource. It was the best way we could think of to get the then 20 years plus of work and experience to more children and to schools nationwide. We knew it wouldn't be easy. We knew it would take a lot of time, effort, and money. We didn't know quite how much. It's been such a huge learning curve. How do you make an online teaching resource? How do you get it to be like a real live teacher in the room? How do you get the quality of instrumental playing, the sound generally, the imagery, the language, the voice, the song? Well, we learned that you do it by working with experts, the best people possible, and many of you are here this evening. Some of you are going to speak, and we thank you all. We're very proud of the first stage for infants and have had over 50 trial classes so far, many of them translating into subscriptions. As you'll read on the back of your programme, I hope you all got one, some more investment would make all the difference. It would help us to get a sales manager, some working capital. We're also moving into finalising the junior level resource. And so, without a drink in my hand, I'd like to raise a toast to DaCapo Online, to its success as a business, and importantly, its success in improving the music education of children far and wide. I know that the speakers you're going to hear a little later will reinforce that. Jane's going to give you a little tiny taster now. I hope you enjoy. And I think, have we got instruments on the table? Yes, so yeah. Okay. Don't be scared.
Okay, so welcome. Go easy with the percussion instruments on the table. It's not the time yet. I can see you, Mr. King. As you are aware, or maybe you're not, this is a teaching tool for Foundation and Key Stage 1. So that's 3 to 7-year-olds. So if you can imagine how a 3 to 7-year-old might respond, maybe bring that with you along this little journey of the demonstration. In a normal teaching situation, I would go very slowly. I'd go at the speed of the children, obviously, and we'd take one task at a time. But tonight I'm going to be a bit more snappy, so you just have to keep up with this. And let's see where we get to. So just going to sort of do a class, bit of sort of version for you lot, really. So we're going to learn a song. Many of you might know it. And as you've seen this dog character, it's got 2 names at the moment. It's Coda or Rondo. But this is where all the words that I as a teacher might speak will appear. So, both Coda and Rondo are in the room. Go on then, let's have a...
Take a look at the picture. What do you see?
What do you see? Go on, be children. Pigs, bicycles. Go on. Big ferry.
Are the pigs cycling up or down the street?
Down. Good, thank you. Someone said up the other day. It's worrying.
What are they wearing on their feet?
Big furry slippers, not hairbrushes.
Where are the pigs cycling to?
Off to the seaside, yeah, they're off to the seaside.
What are they waving in their hands?
Flags. Excellent. And so one more cue, prompt.
What's the weather like? Sunny or cloudy?
Sunny. Good, lovely. So pigs are cycling down the street, big furry slippers on their feet, waving flags and having fun off to the seaside in the sun. So now we've got the vocabulary, we've really got the song sorted. So if you know it, do join in. There are some people who are still very grown up, but they know it. Go on then, Isla.
Ready to sing.
Pigs are cycling down the street, big furry slippers on their feet, having fun off the seaside in the sun. Excellent. Seems like you know it already. So as we know the song, if you didn't get it first time, I'll do what we do with children. We all get it in the end. We carry on. So we're going to go into one of our areas. What are we going to do, Isla? Rhythm. So we're going to do some rhythm work.
Let's remind ourselves of the song. Can you remember the words? Press play when you're ready to start.
So you probably do remember the words because we just did them. So if you haven't, you've definitely got dementia. So we're not going to do it again. We're going to move on and do the activities.
Have you got your hands ready? Press play and let's clap the words as we sing the song.
Ready to sing.
Was that tricky? Yeah. Do it again to check the do it.
So it was a bit tricky because it speeds up, but it gives everyone a bit of a challenge. Do we need to do it again? Yes. Yeah, go on then. Yes.
Ready to sing.
That was better, wasn't it?
Do this at different speeds. Choose someone to sing Ready to Sing.
Ready to sing.
Fantastic, so that's our variety. And this slide is a really important one for the education. Probably not so, we won't test ourselves tonight. Do we know all the words? Can we clap all the words? Can we clap the words at different speeds? Really important if you're in a teaching situation that you are checking that what you've done is actually, the children are able to do it, because you could just go on. Okay, we're going to go into another class. I think we might be heading for the grape class. And we're going to stick with pigs, and we're going to take a look at one of the ways that we begin to introduce reading skills to the children. So remember, you're between 3 and 7, okay?
Choose a card and repeat what is said.
Anyone got a choice? Middle one, top one, left one, Isla? Bottom?
Ready,
No, she did it.
duck.
Ready, and duck.
Can you say all of the cards?
Anyone want to choose one?
Chick, 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 chick.
Oh, that one. Let's see what it says.
Ready, and chick, 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 chick.
Ready, and chick, 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 chick. Yeah. But we can
Ready,
probably do it together. Chick, chick, duck. Rubbish. They need to do that again.
Ready, and
Chick, chick, duck. Excellent. Okay, I think you get the idea.
Can you say the cards as they appear on the screen? The cards will keep going until you stop them. Press play to start. Ready, and duck.
Duck.
Ready, and
Chick, 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 chick.
ready, and duck. Ready, and
Chick, chick, duck.
ready, and duck. Ready, and duck.
Chick, chick. Okay, so a little bit of introducing rhythm at the very earliest stage of children's development, which, you know, isn't necessarily that easy, no? So we're going into another class. The strawberry class are a bit older, so skills building here. Sticking with pigs, a different area, we're going to look at some pulse work. Again, we don't need to remind ourselves how the song goes, I don't think. Right, resist the instruments just yet. Don't touch anything just yet. We're going to listen to some of the things on the screen first.
Select an instrument to hear it playing a heartbeat with the song.
Does anyone want to choose one of, shout out?
Shaky egg.
Shaky egg or frog? Frog. She heard frog. Do another one to the xylophone, maybe?
Listen to them all.
Oh,
Can you talk about which instruments sound the best with this song? Why do you think that is?
yeah, discussion in your own time. Do you want to? Yeah, let's have the xylophone. So some of these will work well. I feel the room itching to have a go on the instruments. Harry, do you want to hand out xylophones to 3 tables, or the most willing type? If you're desperate, just run and grab one. So I want you to take an instrument off the table, your table. We're not going to work out which one sounds best with this song, not this evening, we're not. Just make sure you've got an instrument in your hand, and we're going to keep the pulse of pigs as we sing the song. I bet, can you do it at the same time as singing? And there'll be somebody on screen helping you out, so take your instrument, get ready. Okay, so you're going to just keep the pulse, or what we call the heartbeat, as you play the instruments.
Choose an instrument to play the heartbeat. You may need to take turns.
We won't make you take turns, just take one.
Ready to sing.
Oh, very together. Do you think the person on the screen helped us? Maybe. Let's try again. Bit of perfection.
Ready to sing.
Off to the seaside in the sun. So that's our little bit of pulse work. We're going up a class level now. We're going up to the apples, I think. And we're going to have a look at some pitch work. Are we going into a new? Oh, we're going into a new song as well. This song the children would have learned. It's quite an easy one. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Slugs and snails, fingernails. That's for dinner. I think many of us know it. So we'll just sing with it for the moment.
Ready to sing.
What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Slugs and snails, fingernails, that's for dinner. Wonderful.
We are going to sing the song in different ways. We put our arms out to the side to show we are going to sing out loud. Press the picture when you're ready.
Ready to sing.
What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Slugs and snails, fingernails, that's for dinner.
Now let's try humming the song. Can you copy this action for humming? Press play when you're ready to hum the song.
Ready to hum.
Can you copy the action for in your head? Can you sing the song inside your head? Press play and start singing when you hear ready to sing in your head.
Sing in your head.
Did you hear the song inside your head?
Yeah.
Go back to the beginning of the lesson.
We're going back. Really important you check with children that they've got what you're trying to deliver to them.
Now we can try mixing them up. Follow me and sing the song my way. Press play when you're ready to start.
Ready to sing. What's
For dinner. That's for dinner. Do you want to try that again? It's a bit snappy, wasn't it? A bit quick. Go on, then do it again, Isla. Now you know what's coming.
Ready to sing.
What's for dinner?
That's
for dinner. Fantastic. And now we're going to go back to an early class, but we're going to finish with something that I wouldn't be doing with children. It's just for your benefit. But it is on, something like it is on the resource. Important that they understand what instruments are. Very hard to get professional musicians into the classroom. We do our best, but it doesn't always happen. So this is our way of getting instruments into the room. We don't need to do that again. We're going to go on to the example and maybe here.
We're going to watch a group of musicians playing. One of the instruments will play the tune of the song. The others will be playing music which makes it all sound more dramatic. Press play when you're ready.
So you can see professional musicians, Fantasia Orchestra, our partners, are playing on all the instrumental parts that we have. Really, really important to me that when you're dealing with children, you give them the best quality. I was thrown slightly by the wrong delivery of Coda, so I'll be changing that when I go home. Anyway, four times you hear the tune, but each time they're starting on a different note. So I just wondered, for our own benefit, we could do something rather tricky. Choose an instrument to start singing with. So the guitarist starts on a G, the clarinetist comes in on a slightly higher note, the violinist a different note, and the flautist then in the same key as the guitarist. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but the guitarist on the resource was just playing for you. Yes, did you spot that? So it seemed a good idea to demonstrate this song, because we have the real live musician in the room. Anyway, let's see if we can do that. We're going to play it again, and can you try singing the tune with one of those instrumentalists? We should have something quite interesting. For dinner, what's for dinner? Slugs and snails, fingernails, that's for dinner. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Slugs and snails, fingernails, that's for dinner. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Slugs and snails, fingernails, that's for dinner. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Slugs and snails, fingernails, that's for dinner. Okay, I wouldn't get children, well done, I wouldn't get children to sing it, little ones singing for kids, but if they've heard it, maybe they can do that when they're 8, which you think is ambitious, and we are. That isn't an arrangement you'd expect for 7-year-olds, maybe you expect something slightly different, but we are slightly different, so that's what you get. So I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration of how the resource works. You've seen various aspects of it, but there's hours and hours of it in there. I think, is Ben Beheshti here? Is Ben here? No. Okay, so the sound engineer, I said to him, I think there are a few hundred sound audio files for you to master. And the email that came back said, Jane, there are 8,000. Okay, there's quite a lot on there. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Children seem to enjoy it. The feedback we're getting is really good. Today we actually had a phone call that said, could we pay for the subscription, please? And we're really enjoying using it. So that was a lovely call to get on a day when we're doing the launch. So thank you very much. I hope you've all enjoyed it. And move on.
So I'd like to welcome Tom Featherstone-Hall to say a few words. He'll be followed by Alice Purton, whose voice we've heard a few times on the screen, and then Will Dollard, and then Alex Weston King. So 3 people to speak rather than me get up and down. Introduce you all together.
Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be here. My name's Tom Featherstone-Hall. I'm the Artistic Director of Fantasia Orchestra, and I'm sure many of you know that DaCapo and Fantasia are partners, and this is actually our 4th year as partners, which is really exciting. We've just renewed our partnership for another 3 years. And we, together with the 2 organisations, we do a lot of work across London over various initiatives, from Take Note workshops in primary schools where there is little to no music, and we've recently done a series of workshops at Wessex Gardens, and it's fantastic to see Mr. Banks here. And as well, we do an annual concert at the Proms at St Jude's, and this year we're doing that again with Chocolate, John Ashton Thomas's piece, and Will Dollard will be presenting that. So that's some of what we get up to, bringing professional musicians into schools and meeting young people in person, but we also have been really involved with DaCapo Online. And over the last 3 years, we've been involved with the recording sessions and then also a bit more in the development with listening back to edits and all of those things. And we were just talking about those sessions in COVID and recording hundreds and hundreds of individual shakes or scrapes or notes for whatever the piece is, because for every piece there's many, many different permutations of the instrumentation. So it was a very interesting way of recording for the resource, but the fantastic thing about it is that for every single song and at every single level there is professional music happening, either simply through audio or through a visual connection with the videos, as you've seen. So we're really honoured to be a part of it, and I hope you'll agree that it's a really fantastic resource and it's really exciting that it's being launched. So thank you so much.
Hello everybody, my name is Alice. I am a DaCapo teacher. I was working out, I will have been teaching with DaCapo for 10 years in January, if you can believe that. And I am the voice of Coda. I don't know if you can tell. Actually, I'm teaching in primary schools at the moment, and only one child so far has worked it out. It happened today. I was standing there and he suddenly went. It was amazing. So, yeah, I love DaCapo so much. I've been reflecting on my time with the foundation to write this speech. And I can't quite believe how much I've learned and changed, and how much richer my own music making has become through the training, the mentoring, the inspiration, and also the increasing range of roles and responsibilities that I've been given here. So I'm a performer most of the time, and when I started out I thought that teaching was something that I had to just kind of fit in around my gigs and my real work when I could, but through working at DaCapo I quickly realised that it didn't have to be like that. So for starters, learning Kadai and Solfa, the rhythm symbols and sounds that we use, that really improved my own musicianship a lot, as well as changing the direction of my own performing. Because thanks to working at DaCapo, I discovered that I also really love to sing, and now I sing in my own performing as well as just playing the cello, which is my main instrument. And I think, in particular, it was when I was given the purple musicianship class, which is the teenagers. I was asked to look after them one year, and suddenly, because DaCapo really puts musicianship at the heart of their teaching and the way they teach, I found myself in front of a load of teenagers whose musicianship skills were pretty much the same as mine. So I had to work really hard to stay ahead of them and constantly thinking of new things to challenge them, and in doing that, really challenging myself. So I should talk a bit about being Coda the dog. It was quite a weird experience. I hadn't done voiceover work before, and as Tom said, a lot of it happened during COVID. So I was in my bedroom in my pink hoodie with my microphone trying to say, talk about how do the woodlice feel, or all sorts of bizarre things I had to say. And I felt really silly at first, but then I thought back to being in the room with the students, and I found that if I imagine myself in front of them, picture the students, then I could find the right tone of voice and find the right amount of life to put in to the way I was talking. Yeah, what else did I want to say? Yes, no, that brings me to the last thing I want to say, which is how much I've learned from the act of teaching. It's really kind of sharpened the way that I perform and communicate, because I found through being in the classroom, through doing this, through doing the Saturdays with DaCapo, children really respond to high quality and they respond to expressiveness. And if you're not engaged, or they think you don't mean what you're doing, then they'll just switch off straight away. So it's really pushed me to kind of improve my delivery, my range, my communication. So I do some quite high profile stuff in my performing work, and it's amazing, maybe you've done a session at Abbey Road the day before, or you've got a really complex, stressful chamber music concert the next day, and then you find yourself in front of a group of very snotty, excitable 5-year-olds. It's very grounding, but it also really pushes you to communicate well, not have any nonsense, I won't say a swear word, and to, it always kind of makes me connect back to what the point of music is and why I'm doing it. So yeah, I think the board is just such a fantastic way of helping to bring that into a classroom, to bring all those skills and expertise that all these teachers have to a teacher that maybe doesn't have that as their main skill. And they can use the board to tap into all that experience. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, or should I say hello everybody. Yeah, I'm Will. I am such a proud DaCapo teacher. I tell everybody about DaCapo. My family are board of DaCapo. People I meet at parties are board of DaCapo. I couldn't be more proud. I told this to my flatmate last night and he said, why? And I said, well, I should probably tell everyone else why I'm proud. It's so fun. It's a magic way to learn music. It's very thorough. They leave no stone unturned. It's just incredibly thorough. You might not think that when you see a class and you think, oh, they're just having a laugh. No, it's meticulous. It's amazingly thorough. And most importantly, I've seen what it can do for children. Like very young children can do amazing things with it. So that's why I'm so proud to be a DaCapo teacher. And that's why I'm so excited to see that this magic way of making children become natural musicians is being put online by Jane so methodically and so meticulously. It's so exciting that the reach of this amazing way to learn music is going to be infinite. It could be, we could have children in the Isle of Skye singing What's for Dinner and children in America. Who knows? It's really, really exciting. The kind of potential of putting this amazing resource online is amazing. There are a few things I love a lot about this, and then I'll stop talking. The joy of the resource is amazing. You used it with the Year 2 class the other day. You turn it on, they say, oh, I want to touch the dog. You can imagine what they're like. They can't get enough of it. They want to interact with it, they want to sing with it, they want the next thing, the next thing. So much so that I'm like, well, no, I'm a specialist, so we'll do my part of the lesson first, and at the end, if we get through everything I want to do, we'll do a bit of the resource. And now they've started requesting the dog. We want the dog. It's like, I'm here. Anyway, they love it. They absolutely love it. So the joy that it brings, also the versatility. So I'm, a trained music educator, but I still find ways to use it. And, an completely untrained teacher can stand up and within 5 minutes they know how to use it. And actually, even more than that, within 5 minutes, like a 6-year-old knows how to use it. It's so intuitive and versatile. I love how versatile it is. And then the last thing I wanted to say that I love about it is the potential for the future. I just think it's such a good time to get on this now. And I don't want to say this too much to Jane because I realise how much work she's put into this point. But once this level is done, there's another level. For Key Stage 2, sorry, Jane. But for Key Stage 2, there's another level. And then with technological advances, who knows? The app could, it could listen to classes and see if they're singing in tune, or listen to their rhythms and see if they're in time, or it seems limitless, and there's so much potential for the future of this thing. So it's an amazing, very exciting thing. So we should all be very excited and spread the word because it's amazing.
Is that all right? Can we hear me? Yeah. Hey, good. My name's Alex. I've been a musician pretty much all my life. I started playing music when I was 8, and I was one of those kids that just kind of took to it really naturally, and it's given me a wonderful career that I've been very grateful for. But I was very lucky. I remember when I was 8 and my mum bought me a clarinet, and she really struggled to buy me this clarinet. I remember actually getting weekly music lessons, which is what I kind of needed at the time because I was progressing quite quickly. I remember she struggled. She used to have to put money in envelopes every week, and it was just exhausting, paying for music lessons. Learning an instrument is very expensive and remains very expensive today. And I think, you know, the circles I run in these days and the musicians I talk to, I think most musicians agree that there is a lot of inequality in the music industry in this country in so many ways, you know. Racial diversity, gender diversity, we need to do much better on these things. But I think the main one that sticks out and is related to everything is just a diversity of class in the music industry in this country. And that is due to the fact that it's unfortunately unaffordable for a lot of children to learn music. And then, you know, I was kind of in my third, fourth year of music college, and I started teaching for DaCapo, and I was introduced to this system, and I was like, wow, kind of what Alice said earlier, in that I was entering these like year 6 classes, and these kids could do things with rhythm that I couldn't do, and I was like, what is this madness? And it showed me that there is a way, because what we really need, in my opinion, is to get children entering secondary school with the absolute fundamentals they need to be able to thrive when the system finally supports them in secondary school. You know, would you like to do GCSE music, etc.? Well, if the children have had no education up until that point, what are they expected to do? Like, it's not fair. And so I was introduced to this system, and then I remember Michelle and I were talking, must have been, 3-4 years ago now. And she would say, well, I have a plan of how we can make this available to every school, because as much as it would be amazing to be able to send incredible musicians into every primary school in the country to teach music, the schools just can't afford it. And so Michelle pitched me this idea of DaCapo Online and the resource we have. And I can't think of a better way of doing it. I haven't heard of a better way of doing it. I've used the resource. It's amazing. And so I'm just super, super proud to be a very small part of this journey and see the work that Michelle and Jane and so many other people, Ali, have done. It's been really awesome. And I just really think it could be the answer. And it feels like we're right on the cusp of it. So let's just hope we get over that hill and just make it happen, you know. But yeah, thank you for all the work you've done. It's been incredible. Thank you.
The trees, they grow so high, and the leaves, they do grow green. And many a cold winter's night, my love and I have seen. Of a cold winter's night, my love, you and I alone have been. Whilst my bonny boy is young, he's a growing, whilst my bonny boy is young, he is a growing. Oh, Father, dearest Father, you've done to me great wrong. You've tied me to a boy when you know he is too young. Oh, daughter, dearest daughter, if you wait a little while, a lady you will be whilst he's growing. Growing, a lady you will be whilst he's growing. I'll send your love to college all for a year or two, and then in the meantime he will do for you. I'll buy him white ribbons, tie them round his bonny waist, to let the ladies know that he's married. Married, to let the ladies know that he's married. I went down to the the college, and I looked over the wall, saw 24 gentlemen playing at bat and ball. I called for my true love, but they would not let him come, all because he was a young boy and growing, all because he was a young boy and growing. At the age of 16 he was a married man, and at the age of 17 he was father to a son, and at the age of 18 the grass grew over him. Cruel death soon put an end to his growing. Cruel death soon put an end to his growing. And now my love is dead, and in his grave doth lie. The green grass grows o'er him so very, very high. I'll sit and I'll mourn his fate until the day I die, and I'll watch while o'er his child, whilst he's growing, and I'll watch all o'er his child, whilst he's growing. Before we perform our last song, we'd just like to say a massive thank you to Michelle for having us, and Jane. Congratulations on this incredible achievement, and we really look forward to following the journey. And yeah, thank you. We're really grateful to be here. Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like, when you're older, must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to cartwheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet to slow the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. So the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, but there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams, and plenty, before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. And go round and round and round in the circle